It's not easy at this moment to sit in front of you all for this video. I've wanted to do this for a long time. And today, I definitely felt the courage to do it. First, I started with a couple of written reviews through some social networks. And now I felt the courage to do it through a video because I think this message would be important. That people who are in a similar position to mine can see and hear it. My name is Gustavo Balmaceda Hoyos, and I live with multiple sclerosis. I'm not here right now to speak from a place of resignation, nor to give up in the face of a diagnosis. Why am I here? I'm here to share a story of struggle, a story of hope, and also of determination. Because yes, despite everything, life goes on. And I promise you, if you have an illness similar to mine, I promise you that life can be really beautiful, including with a condition with an illness. And believe me, I know the challenges well. For you who have multiple sclerosis, or if you're a relative of someone with this disease, or if you have any autoimmune disease, I invite you to watch a Spanish movie called 100 Meters. I think that movie is really important for us because it reveals, it expresses, man, for the things we go through on a personal level, on a family level, when you're diagnosed, living with it, the therapies, etc. Super important that it be known, that it's understood. What we go through. And like I said, I know the challenges well. I have a hard time sleeping. I have a hard time waking up. My hands hurt, my feet hurt. I feel cramps. And I also sometimes feel a lot of fatigue. Sometimes walking is complicated. In my case, it's not sometimes, it's always, unfortunately, but I make an effort. Every day I walk between 6,000 and 10,000 steps. At the beginning of this goal, I did it with a cane. And, well, I still use the cane, but I try not to use it. And I recommend you find yourself a good shoe. I found some shoes like these that are used for climbing. A brand called Merrell, they're lightweight and they grip really well. Clearly, that this guy with multiple sclerosis isn't going to go climbing up the hill, you understand, right? But they give me confidence. I feel good, I stopped falling. And well, they're my cane, you know. So, walking is complicated. And other times, it just seems like the body doesn't want to cooperate. Just that simple. But I definitely don't let these symptoms define me. Because they're not everything. They're just obstacles that I'm determined to overcome. And that day by day, I feel like I'm overcoming it, and you can do it too, just look. And it's also a mental thing. I was diagnosed in 2006, and even though at that moment it felt like the world was stopping for me, it goes by like a movie that you see like, I don't know, I make the analogy like Christmas stories. When you go through something like Christmas, it's like a past experience, so to speak. You feel like the world stops, but over time I understood that. I was an opportunity. A new way of living, a new way. of valuing what is important and fighting for what really makes sense. Today, in 2025, I can say with a lot of pride that I haven't just faced the illness. Almost 20 years have passed. But I've grown personally and I've grown professionally. I'm the dad of 3 wonderful kids, Francisco, Domingo, Inaki, who are ultimately the driving force in life, right? I'm lucky to be married to an extraordinary woman, my wife Maria Los Angeles, who is my unconditional support. You know, I'm a doctor in law. I'm a teacher. And I'm an active trial lawyer, dedicated to defending those who trust me. But most importantly, I'm a human being who has decided to see. A human being who has decided to see every challenge as an opportunity to build, an opportunity to inspire, and also an opportunity to grow. Multiple sclerosis has taught me a lot of things. It has taught me that love, family, and the relationships we build are ultimately more important than any material achievement. It taught me to value the trust of my students, it taught me to value the respect of my colleagues, and it taught me to value the faith that my clients place in me. This disease made me rethink. What truly matters is not about how much we advance, but how we finally move forward. If you're listening to this, I want you to know that you're not alone. And more than that, I want you to understand something super powerful. Those of us with serious illnesses, we are ultimately chosen. We have been chosen, we were chosen to show the world that a diagnosis is not a sentence. That the human spirit is stronger than any illness, and that our mission is to give love and hope to others. This illness far of to be just a burden. It gave me a gift, you see. It gave me the gift of a second chance to appreciate the moments, big, a sunrise, an achievement, a hug. Thank you. When I finish giving a class, when the students thank you. When I get a client released. When they thank you, a simple thank you. It gave me the gift of a second chance. To appreciate every smile from my wife, from my kids, from the people who, from a stranger, on the street. All those things are food for the soul. My parents, Jorge, may he rest in peace, and Maria Teresa, who, unfortunately, is sick. My mom has Alzheimer's. It has been very hard for the family. We have been through for many things lately, but my parents, Jorge and Maria Teresa, taught me from a young age the value of hard work, and today of perseverance, the value of effort, and today of perseverance. And today those lessons are more meaningful than ever. For that, for my family and for myself, you see. For myself, I get up every day, even when it gets tough, when your legs feel heavy, when you have cramps or some tingling, that sometimes drive you crazy. And you gotta get up, Every class I teach, every book I write, every case I defend is a way of telling the world that I'm still here and that I'm going to keep being here, that I won't give up. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, in your moment of greatest despair, tell you that it can't be done. Yeah. Illness is part of our lives, but doesn't define our destiny. True strength isn't in what our bodies can do, but in the way we choose to face our adversities. Celebrate every little achievement. Do you know why? Because that's where the key to victory ultimately lies. It's not about running. It's about moving forward at your own pace. Genau. When I decided to go to get my disability credential, I had a tolerance to walk 200 meters and with a cane. And nowadays, I'm proud to say I've reached walking 6,000 steps every day. And without a cane, you can do it. It's been 2 years. It took me 2 years to reach the goal. But I made it. You see, it's possible. So like I said, it's not about running. It's about moving at your own pace. And it's not just empty words. I did it. Remember that always. Always remember that every step you take is, for you and for everyone else, a testimony of your resilience. So let's keep moving forward together, day by day fighting, with love, with hope, because life, even with its challenges, is still a beautiful gift. I give this message for anyone who wants to hear it, for anyone who wants to share it, because it's sincere. It's real, and I lived it. And I give it with hope and determination. He says goodbye. Gustavo Balmaceda Hoyos. Dad. Husband. Son. Doctor of Law. Professor. And companion on this journey with multiple sclerosis. I hope this little reflection has been helpful to you. A hug. A kiss. And that we all are doing well. Thank you for listening to me